I don't even know if you can see me, but yeah, another day, another dollar. I remember when I used to watch this guy. What's his name? Horse meat. That's exactly like the one way he would start like every video. I didn't know it back then, but I know now it was like his calling card thing, like the one thing that made him memorable. Because a lot of people can like step onto the internet and like talk about sex and all that bullshit, but like only a few people are actually memorable. Um, I mean, and he wasn't really talking about like sex. He was just giving stories, but the stories were so entertaining, like because they were just so out of pocket. It was just like insane. So yeah, I mean, I get why his content was like performing so well, but it really taught me a lot. And the more I think about it, the more I sort of find parallels between him and maybe other people who do really well. It's this sort of they're not afraid to put themselves out on the internet. And at the end of the day, like I get that because the only you don't really have too much to lose. Like unless you're like a serial rapist who, is like a fucked up guy in the head or something. Um, then you probably have a lot to lose. Especially if you're like showing yourself doing okay, what the fuck am I talking about? Look, basically the more natural you are, I'm not saying natural on camera because like I'm at least not natural on camera, at least not yet. But that's just an identity thing for me. Like I feel like I'm getting better. I feel like if you actually track it, maybe from the start, like from the start of these videos, you could tell that like I used to sort of look away a lot, and I didn't like give this kind of like engaging eye contact like a lot. Um, and it's just because I've just gotten that much more sort of okay with myself being on camera and like sort of okay with just like being out there online. And there's a lot of factors that contributed to this. Like most of them, I'm very grateful for. Like some things I was just like not in charge of, and other things I was absolutely in charge of. So yeah, like most things that happen in life, I feel like they happen for a reason. Um, and I genuinely appreciate like all of them. Um, that's why I work so hard as well. To just like to validate everything that happens because it's like if everything is happening to help me in some way, then why the hell should I not validate that? Just to show how grateful I am. It's like if someone helps you, you thank them. So that's just me. Me thanking the universe will be me doing my best and just like fucking going all the way and getting to the other side of whatever this journey is. But I always want to tell myself, like I always want to remember that hey, um, this is the journey, like this is all you have, like this moment right here, it's all you have. I remember how Naval put it. It was like you only have this thing, but it's always like moving away from you. It's like like as soon as you touch it, it disappears. That's basically what the present is. Like it's never actually present. It's always past by the time you realize it's the present. um, and that concept is like it really stuck with me because all these moments, all these seconds we're counting, there's so many seconds in a day, so many minutes in a day. Um, I always ask myself, like, am I doing my best? Am I putting in sort of the best of myself in whatever project I'm working on, right? It doesn't really matter what project you're working on. I think, like, as long as you're putting in your best, as long as you're doing your best, like, I feel like that's the measure of a human, right? It's your ability to exert yourself for the things that really matter to you. And I'm kind of riffing off the top here. I'm even supposed to be talking about like business right now. But like I don't even care. I just felt like yapping for that moment. Let me tell you what I did today. So, it's basically just like every day, right? In the morning, I did the newsletter. The newsletter is kind of shaping up. So the new topic for this week is it is what is it again? All right, it's AR, right? So AR content, so augmented reality. And like, well, while I was writing about that and learning about it, I kind of came to a realization of like some really insane ideas and really insane concepts. And like, which is another reason why I'm saying like everything happens for a reason because I was telling myself that I wanted to one day create a sort of solution for hyper personalizing content, for people in communities, like for people who, um, it could be any community, it could be like a newsletter, but someone who cannot show their face to everyone, but wants to show their face, right? So they'll send like a sort of a digital instance of themselves, like an avatar. But I was like having a really hard time, sort of like making it much more real, right? And I feel like AR might be the thing I'm missing. If I mix in this concept of AR, like imagine sitting right next to your favorite personality on the sofa, and they're like telling you, they're like giving you real insights from like maybe it's content that they just wrote and they sent it to your newsletter. But when it comes to your newsletter, you don't like open it and read it. When you open it, it opens up like a link to an app, and then you click on that link, and then boom, it's literally just a personalized message. Like they're sitting right next to you, and then they're telling you things like da 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 da. That sounds so cool in my head. I'm like, holy shit, that sounds so cool. And I know a lot of people would pay for this. Like, if I could have Alex Hormozy sitting next to me, giving me insights from his fucking brain, that would be so cool. Um, and this isn't really that difficult to implement either. It's just an interactive avatar on top of a database of information. Like really, when I say information, I mean content. So it's just content, just a bunch of content to provide like a ton of context and memories for the AI agent to operate off. So it's going to be the AI agent dragging sort of its hand into these memories, and then condensing them, and then providing them in a way that feels like it came from the person. This is absolutely doable, and I want to build it, and I'm going to build it. I'm giving myself a timeline of at least 6 months. Within 6 months, I'm gonna have built this. I'm gonna like it's gonna be out there. Whatever happens, happens. But like within 6 months, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have built this. It's really exciting for like to me because it's like it's been a big idea that's been like shaping up over time. Um, so yeah, I mean, okay, I'm writing about AR for this week. Next week, the topic is going to pivot slightly, and it's going to be something about content, specifically about WAP. The reason is because I'm going to start promoting my WAP, right? Because that is also shaping up very well. My first course on NNN is about to be finished, hopefully within the next 3 days. I'm giving myself 3 days, even though I only have like 5 videos to make. It's because the concepts in the videos I still don't understand them yet, so I have to learn them and then understand and then present them. So yeah, giving myself 3 days, and that should give me enough time to like prepare. And then on the 27th, the event is happening with Iman Kaji. So like I don't even know what's happening there. Whatever happens, happens. I hope he gives us access to monetize. Just so I could like check it out. Not as if I could like I want to use it or anything. I feel like ChatGPT is good enough with the right prompt. I mean, ChatGPT is good enough. ChatGPT has been like helping me out, but yeah, more and more. Like the more I play with AI, the more I realize just how powerful prompt engineering is, like as a skill. Um, bro, I think maybe if you create something like a service that can create prompts for you, I don't even know how to conceptualize this, but like an AI service that specializes in prompt engineering, because that I don't think it exists. Like everyone is just prompting and prompting, and they don't even realize just how important prompts are. Maybe that's just another thing I should create. I told myself I was going to create like 12 products in the space of 12 months, so a product a month. The product I'm releasing this month is the WAP community, and it's going to be free. I told myself it was going to be free like forever, but that might change depending on a few things. I don't know. Because like there's two strategies how I could go about this, right? I could keep it free forever, or I could like put a base price on it, but the base price is gonna be like fucking low, and then I'm just gonna tell them, you just pay this base price to show that you're really like in it, you know. Let's just show that you're really like really serious about this, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be putting my content out for free on YouTube anyway. So if they're joining the community, then you know why? But like, what is there to join the community for? So I can like put it. I'll put it at a base price of $9, and then it's not monthly or anything. It's just nine for everything you have in there. For basically unta- for untethered access to me, basically. And then for the $9, they're getting like meetings with me and stuff because I'm gonna be doing like weekly things in there. And then I think on the second month, so the month of May, I'm gonna be launching another WAP community, and this one's gonna be the one for so arbitraging like automations and stuff. Because I think by that time I would have built like a real network of automation specialists to the extent where I can like pitch this idea. And then after that, I might launch my third WAP community where it's like the mastermind, the guild. So like everything is just building up to that moment. Um, that's why I have to be very intentional with the way I shop online. Um, to an extent, that's also why I spoke about the things I spoke about in the beginning of this video, because those are all things that I'm really thinking about. It's like what really makes someone successful online, what really makes someone, memorable. And I want to be memorable, especially to the people that I actually want to be associated with. That is my target audience, and I hope I'm presenting well for them. Um, just so that, like, I hope YouTube is looking at my videos and then understanding who I'm actually making them for. They're for people like me who are into automation, but also just for like business professionals who want to see more out there, who realize that there's more they could be doing with their time and their resources, and they just want to like find someone who can show them how to build systems that work for them. Um, it's a bit idealistic, but it is what it is. That's just the type of person I am. Let me not yap too long. Oh my god. Okay, I have like 2 more minutes with you. So yeah, after the videos, I did some more of my own systems. Cause like I didn't really record any videos today. But I was like working on my systems. So for one thing, since I had to update my edit and it kind of wiped out all the workflows. Ugh. But I backed them up before, so it's fine. Now I'm working on a new system, which is even better. Like it has like way more integrations, which is very, very awesome. And now I'm like every time I put in a workflow, I can just like rethink the way I was doing it before, which is something I did today. I rethought my Twitter, my X posting thing. I'm calling it Twitter. Damn it, it's X. Okay. Yeah, there was a workflow that was posting to X every single day. I kind of rethought the way it was working, and then I changed a few things, and now it's going to be so fucking sexy. I don't even know what to do with myself. But yeah, I rethought that. Very excited to see how it's going to pan out. I should be able to see some content out maybe within the next 24 to 48 hours. So yeah, the way like my frame, basically I want to be the test case. If my content ends up like bringing people in, that'll be great, but of course if not, then understandable, because I don't have a blue check mark, so like I will be suppressed heavily since I am not part of the faction. But yeah, it is what it is. I might get a blue check mark um, as soon as I get a client, and I think that's gonna happen very soon. I don't know why, but like it's just like intangible feeling. Um, it feels like February again. It feels like something big's gonna happen. So yeah, let me not yap too long. Thank you for watching. This has been me building AI and automation business in public. I'll see you next time, which is probably tomorrow.